Hey guys, so we're going to take a look at today is creating progressions, and we're going to use our power chords we learned on the E and A strings. So let me bring the camera down and let's go for it. So, quick review on all our power chords in E and A. We got our E, A, F, D, G, C, A, D, B, E, C, F, G, D, E, A, and F, B. And of course you want to be able to go back down again and eventually you start with your A string, then go to E string, A string, E string. It's all stuff and time that you can get, but right now be able to go through these and try to get them as quick as you can. The quicker you can get these down, the better you're going to have all of this memorized. You're going to be more solid with it. So, but let's take a look at how to create some progressions with all this. So what we're going to do is you're going to start just jamming. And you're going to keep doing that until you come across something that sounds halfway decent. And you don't want to have 20 different chords within the progression. It's going to be 3, 4, 5 chords. So let me demonstrate what I'm talking about. You're just going to meander around. It's not going to sound like it's making any sense at all. And then you're going to stumble onto something. So here we go. And then things like that'll happen. I was like, wait, is that chord in our key? No, that chord's not in the key. It's this chord. So you got to be very, very careful of that when you're creating stuff and going through this. You need to make sure every single chord is within our key. Not that you can't ever play outside of our key, because it happens all the time. But for our purposes right here is we want to make sure we're playing we're memorizing all the chords within the key. So we want to play progressions only using the chords within the key. So again, here we go. Just start meandering around. Doesn't sound like anything, right? Oh wait, what was that? It kind of sounded like something. Stop. Figured out what you did. Okay, there we go. Let's just play a few of these. Just make sure you got that nice and solid. You want to do it over and over again. And, if it develops a little bit more, that's good too, but make sure it's solid. Then what we're going to do is this. We're going to assign that a letter name, and that's going to be A. And then we're going to take that and we're going to do a whole series of these. Going to be 4 of them actually. It's going to be A, 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 and that's going to be your progression. And the first one's pretty easy. You're just going to do the same thing 4 times. A, 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 A. 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 It's pretty easy, simple enough. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come up with a B. So it's basically going to be an alternative to that. Now, later on down the line, you can get more creative with all this, but all we're going to do is change the last chord or so, just to switch it up a little bit. So I'm going to come up with a B where I'm just going to concentrate on changing the last chord. So now normally we go over here. Maybe I'll go up to here. Let's see what that sounds. let's try maybe going up to this one. That sounds a little bit more dramatic going up to here. Let's make that our B. So now what I'm going to do is go to the next pattern, which is A, 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 B. So here's A, 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 and B. Sounds a little bit more interesting, you know, but let's now move to another one that will sound a tiny bit more interesting. Let's go ahead and try that. So this one's going to be A, B, A, B. I'm going to switch back and forth. A, B, A, and B. Now it's starting to sound a little bit more interesting. And that's a real common one. A, B, A, B. Kind of switching it off back and forth. That's a pretty good one. Now, another one you can do is A, B, A, C. And we got to come up with a C. Now, of course, as I said earlier, you can experiment more later on when you got a good handle on this. But for now, let's just keep things pretty simple. So here we go. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, let's try that. Let's make that our C. So here we go. Here's A, B, A, C. And there's A, B, A, C. So let me bring this up. So there you go. That's how you make some progressions. Now, one thing is, did you notice anything that kind of is repetitive in there? You know, something that's is common with each of the progressions? Go back and review all those 4 progressions I made, see if you can figure it out, and then come back. So assuming you did that, did you find anything? So what you should have noticed is that on the 1s and 3s, it's always coming back to the A. Now, and we're talking about the A pattern, not the A chord. We're talking about the pattern A, B, A, 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 B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, C. So we keep coming back to A on the 1 and 3s because we have to have some repetition. That's what music is all about, repetition. You have to have repeating patterns. And, you know, listen to songs. What do you have? You have verses, choruses, things repeat. And that's really, really important. You can't just go throughout a whole song just jumping around from chord to chord to chord to chord. It has no direction or anything. You have to have some kind of theme going on there. So, so yeah, that's what you want to do. And also, another thing you want to do too is, we did this all on E string, mix them up. You know, mix them, you know, mix the E and A string chords together, mix those, play around with those, and also do it in a small section, like this section here, create some stuff, go up to a higher section, play around with that, create some stuff in there, and maybe even a little bit higher. I probably wouldn't go above the 12th fret, you know, right around this area, kind of this area, and then this area. Kind of play around those areas so you get used to it, and get that down. Later on down the line, you're going to want to be able to jump the bigger areas. So you see here. So yeah, you're going to want to be able to jump from here up to here, back down to here. And when you can do that, you know that you've got these chords down really well. You know right where they are. And then the fun part starts then, because then we can move them into different keys and stuff. But so that's kind of a basic overview of how you create progressions. Get my head back in there a little bit. But yeah, so sit down, have some fun, create a progression, mess around. You get done with that one, grab another little area of the neck, create another progression there, and the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it, and the better you're going to have these chords memorized. You're going to know where you are. So if you're in a key, you're going to be able to jump all around the neck without any problems. So hopefully that was of some help. And if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next lesson.